As AI continues to influence and shape how people search, create, and communicate information online, AI literacy is becoming a critical part of digital literacy. We define AI literacy as the ability to understand at a basic level how AI works, the ability to use it effectively, and the ability to critically evaluate its output. In a recent study on AI information seeking, we observed users with very different AI literacy levels utilizing Gen AI for information seeking tasks, such as finding out where to go on vacation, researching car models, or determining the steps to take to fix a leaky drain. In this study, we identified 4 types of users that represent different stages or kinds of AI literacy. So let's discuss them. The first user with the lowest level of AI literacy is the AI novice. Yes, these people still exist. They've either never used AI, or they've only used it in very narrow contexts, like for specific tasks at work. They don't really know how it works. They're unsure how to use it, and they don't know how to prompt effectively. Some are hesitant, even fearful. When AI novices use Gen AI, they tend to treat it like a search engine. In our study, novices used keywords rather than prompts that included helpful context. Our next type of user is the naive power user. These users seem confident. They use Gen AI regularly. They have mastered writing prompts that get them great results. However, they often have a limited understanding of how Gen AI actually works. They might say that Gen AI feels like magic, but that magic can lead to overtrust. They're less likely to question AI-generated information and more likely to accept it at face value, even when it's inaccurate. Our third type of user is the skeptical abstainer. They understand how Gen AI works. They know it can hallucinate. They may even use it in a limited way, such as for coding or technical tasks. However, they avoid it for personal use, and so they haven't developed the prompt fluency that a naive power user has. Also, this type of user tends to be concerned with the ethics, sustainability, and social impacts of the technology. For example, one participant in our study expressed concerns about how Gen AI might impact people's critical thinking abilities. And finally, we have the AI expert. These users know how to prompt, they display strong critical thinking skills when determining when and how to trust the results, and they choose the right tools for the task. In our study, expert users wrote longer, more context-rich prompts, asked follow-up questions, and cross-checked answers. Experts also tended to treat Gen AI as an evolving conversation. They revisited past chats, built upon them, and switched models as needed. So what can we take away from all of this? Well, the first thing is that AI literacy isn't a simple continuum. Using Gen AI more often doesn't automatically mean someone is using it effectively or understands how it works. We're still in the early stages of adapting to conversational AI, which demands new interaction paradigms and mental models. Many users come in with expectations shaped by traditional search engines or software, assumptions that don't align with how these systems actually behave. As designers, it's our job to identify those mismatches and create experiences that help users build more accurate mental models over time. That starts with researching and testing across the full range of AI literacy, not just with power users or early adopters. We also need to design interfaces that support critical thinking, encourage appropriate trust, and make it easy for users to learn how to interact effectively, without requiring them to understand how large language models work. This could mean onboarding flows with contextual prompt suggestions, examples that model effective interactions, or cues when responses may be incomplete or outdated. The goal isn't to turn everyone into an expert. It's to create inclusive, transparent experiences that build competency, confidence, and discernment at every stage of AI literacy. As AI becomes more embedded in everyday tools, it's on us to ensure people can use it not just confidently, but critically and competently.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of our UX videos, Take a look at these over here and consider subscribing to our channel. On our website, nngroup.com, you can access our free library of over 2,000 articles. You can also register for one of our UX courses that offer live, hands-on UX training.